My month of live videos is over and I'm exhausted. Trying to begin 2026 with a bang by Brandon Elrich. I wanted to end the year with a bang and I think I accomplished that. I set a goal to go live every day in December, which was a big deal for me because I don't often appear by myself, except in baking videos once a week. I wanted to invite guests, but I wasn't sure how many people I'd get. As I began reaching out to various people, my schedule quickly filled up. Victor Cardenas wanted to help me kick things off, so he was my first guest on December 1st. We both dispensed some non-professional holiday advice for dealing with relatives at your holiday gatherings. It was so good that I collaborated with him on an article. The following day, my buddy K.R. Byers joined me for a discussion about plans for his publications. He also volunteered to join me every week throughout December if I needed him, which was very thoughtful. I took him up on the offer for the next 2 weeks as we discussed holiday traditions and the commercialization of Christmas, and then Substack strategies. Soso's World joined me from Quebec, Canada the next day. She surprised me by asking me to sing with her. I had trouble keeping up with the fast-paced song, especially since it was in French. It was fun nonetheless, and she's always delightful. She also told me about her desire to focus her publication on nature. I'd been reading Death of a Mayfly by Ellie Leonard, so I invited her to chat with me about it. Much of her current work is centered on the Epstein files, so she was happy to take a break and talk about her book. It's an excellent novel, and she's releasing a chapter at a time every Sunday. Onyx Rose closed out my first week when she spoke about her upcoming facial feminization surgery. After the surgery, she appeared with me again on December 21st to give everyone an update on how the surgery went and about her healing process. I started my second week with the First Timers Substack live videos. I connected with Lita several months ago and we collaborated on an article about Linda Ronstadt. Lita recently began a publication called Granny's Grimoire 13 about Appalachian magic. It's both interesting and entertaining. Corey, Radical Paths, along with his husband and cat, Pineapple, joined me from their boat dock in the Bahamas. It made me envious as I watched from my chilly Midwest home. We chatted about hesitations, fears, and taking leaps into the unknown, both into the ocean and on Substack. After my regular appearance on Thursday's Trauma Talk with Wendy the Druid, Sturge Writes It Down ended the week with a chat about music. We discussed holiday favorites, he introduced me to the Mariah Carey game, and he gave a rundown of his Spotify Wrapped playlist. The third week began with a baking video where I made a sweet potato pie. On Tuesday, Christy Keller and I discussed her new Substack publication, Homebody-ish magazine, and other important things like birdseed cakes. I'd been on live videos with the poet Miranda many times for Trauma Talk, but this was our first one-on-one. She shared some poetry and inspiration behind it, along with an Advent letter to the church. We commiserated over the judgment we've both experienced from our religious backgrounds as well. On the 18th, you got a double dose of me. You're welcome. I began the day with another Substack Live first-timer, Ginger Cook. It was a fun conversation with random questions and subjects. It was the only interview where I didn't have any notes. I knew we'd get along perfectly, and of course I was right. The same day, I appeared on Escapist Delights with Ben Ulansey and Walter Rain. I detailed my journey through holiday movies by decade, starting in 1934. We also discussed Rob Reiner's legacy and Robin Williams, who starred in 2 of the holiday movies I mentioned. I ended the week with another Trauma Talk, and on Monday I spoke with Walter Ryan about writing platforms, strategies, and struggles that many online creators face. It was nice to get some clarity before the year ended. Karen Marie Shelton joined me the day before Christmas Eve. She was the first person I went on a Substack live video with, so I was glad she could join me. She's a busy lady, as she told us about her recently finished cookbook and other projects. I plan to get together with her again soon and maybe smear things on our faces or in our hair. I went live on Christmas Eve with my own Mad Libs story and was pleasantly surprised at the audience participation. I went live on Christmas Day to demonstrate how to make a cookies and cream Christmas cheesecake. On the 29th, I appeared with Murphy and read him a personalized poem that revealed his lies and broken commitments. I also filled out the rest of the afternoon with another trauma talk. My final live video was an interview with Jenny O'Connor, yet another Substack Live first-timer. As a fellow multi-passionate, I related to Jenny and her publication Down the Rabbit Hole. She provided some awesome encouragement and ideas for an annual review. I'll be going live today to give a recap of my year on Substack. It'll also be the final episode of Season 1 of my audio podcast. The bad part about all of this is that I lost 2 paid subscribers this month. I'm really bummed about it because it's the opposite of what I was trying to accomplish. However, I gained free subscribers and I hope they'll like what they see and upgrade eventually. If you enjoy this content, please consider becoming a paid subscriber for $6 per month or $60 per year. If you upgrade to a paid plan, you can collaborate with me on an article, audio podcast, or live video. Click subscribe now. Through the end of today, you can still collaborate with me for $3 per month or $30 per year. Click 50% off. If you want to think about it first, please consider buying me a coffee. Click buy me a coffee. I appreciate any support you're willing or able to offer.